Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, you're on with Coach J. Again, part two, episode two of this unveiling calmness. We're dealing with the toxicity of life. Actually, it's life stress detox. That's what we're trying to get to, where you can understand life challenges and you're able to detox through it. So this series is always going to be talking about steps and tools that we can take to help us identify with our stress or unease place that we are and get to a place where we can learn how to manage our high level stress that comes about letting it go unaddressed over time. So today's episode, as I told you before, is dealing with the power of mindfulness. The power of mindfulness, a pillar of detox. Remember, we're talking about detoxing, bringing everything under control. The first thing we need to talk about is what I mean by mindfulness. Let's dive into mindfulness. It's a simple term. It really is. It's about being present in each moment. To oppose going through life and as an autopilot, mindfulness asks you to awaken up to the experience in present moment. It is good, bad, or neutral. It's just not existent. I am in the mix. And that's what I want y'all to understand. We're talking about getting in the mix. Stop letting things pass by, stop things go to the left and then to the right again. We want to be able to be right there and able to take control of that. Research has shown that mindfulness can rewire the brain for the better. It can. It can reduce the gray matter in our minds as an area to response of a stress response and enhance the gray matter in this area to associate with our attention, our emotions regulated, and perspective taking. In a nutshell, all it is saying that mindfulness will help you look for better opportunities to keep things in some type of unity. Bring it together in a way that will help you to help yourself. Being aware that these challenges have to be addressed, these issues need to be faced, and I can't keep running from it. So if you look at the culture of superpower, we start off small. We focus on the breath and anchor in the mindset practice. Breathing in 4 counts, hold for 2, breathe out 4, and hold for 2. A simple rhythmic breathing can be a sanctuary in a storm. In other words, all I am telling you is give me an example. If you're able to take 4 breaths in, release 2, inhale another 4, and then release 2. Or take in 4 and release 4, take in 2 and release 2. It doesn't matter about the numbers of breath that you take in and out and in and out. It's the part that you're taking time to gather yourself. The deeper breaths kind of calm you down. Those deeper breaths kind of have you to level out. These deeper breaths causes you to look at things from a different perspective. Hopefully, it gives you time to catch and gather yourself before going forth into the next mean. In other words, mindfulness is about being fully engaged in the activity of daily life. It's about eating, walking, listening, and it's about one thing at a time, giving it your full attention. Y'all got this? Mindfulness is saying, whatever I'm doing is going to have all of this at one time. I'm not going to be trying to do this, and I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. See, I want y'all to understand, one thing that we find ourselves doing is always about moving around and dodging things. We do partial here, partial here, partial here, and partial here, when we need to put sometimes our full attention on what's right in front of us. And it's hard to do. I know women have said it and men have said it, especially when you're building family, you got kids, you got family, you got husband, wife, et cetera, job. All of that pulls on you from different times. But if you don't learn to prioritize and set these things up, you're always going to be pulled. You got to be able to take those breaths. Remember, 4 in, 2 out. 4 in, 4 out, 2 in, 2 out. Whatever method that you use to help you to calm yourself down, you got to start practicing. You got to start putting that tool in place. Incorporating mindfulness into our detox journey means that we learn to observe the stressful response with letting them take a wheel. And when we're mindful, we will notice our stressors from a distance. We acknowledge them and we let them pass like clouds in the sky. And what I mean by saying, when you understand the elements that come about that brings on these high levels of stress, your mindfulness kicked in, your mental toughness kicked in, your mental awareness kicked in, you being right now present, you'll be able to see these signs as they come and just say, you know what? Wait a minute. This is time for that 4 count. This is the time for that 2 count. This is the time for me to disengage, to re-engage, because right now I can feel it pulling on my body. I can feel it pulling on me. All right, if I could share a story with you to try to show you how this has came about. I'm gonna tell you about a lady named Sarah, a veteran school teacher, right? Who found mindfulness to be her haven in a chaos in the classroom. Sarah shares, it was always a go, go, go. After learning mindfulness, I began to find peace in the little moments between classes, during my prep period, even during the noise of lunchroom. What she did is showed us that no matter what going on, she was able to let it process. And as soon as she could seize the opportunity, she would detox. Say, hey, this is the time for that breath. This is the time for separation. This is time for me to go to my quiet place. This is the time that I need to let chaos pass. This is the time that I ignore what I can control to ignore. And this is the time that I engage in what I need to cage. You all have similar stories. You all know what I mean, to be able to take these woo-saw moments. I mean, you can look at yoga and they talk about all these mindfulness practices that they have, the stretching techniques. They put the soft music on and they relax their mind, they relax their body. The body begins to sing a rhythm to the heart to their spirit, and the spirit to their soul, and then they begin to relax. And then the chaos that is around them so happily move away. I'm not saying that's the best way. I'm not saying it's the worst way, but it is a way. And if that's what you're doing to work for you, let it happen. I'm just saying, find your woo-saw moment in the way that you can manage it and control it. I gave you the simple breathing exercise. If you need more than that, then look out for other stress releasers that are out there that can help you. I'm not saying that I have all the answers for it. I'm just giving you simple exercises and hopefully to intrigue you to go out and look for more that can help you with your current situation, the things that you're facing. But if you would like to know more about different exercises and techniques that you can use to loom in zero in on this mindful practices that you want to carry, feel free to get in contact with me. Reach out through email at james@onemovementllc.com, or james@onemovementllc.com, or look at the webpage and go on onemovementllc.com. Hit that free consultation. I'll be more than happy to talk to you with training techniques that I have that can help you, that I've researched, that I have been shared, and others that maybe collective we can come together and help you find a way to bring your body, mind, and soul into unity. But until then, I want you to continue to watch this by hitting that like button, hit that bell, and subscribe so that you can be caught up on all the episodes that I have coming, even the other ones that continue on with this life challenge and stress detox that we're in. We're talking about that, and I'm gonna keep showing you different methods and tools and techniques that we can use to help us to reduce some of the stress or bring it down to it and remove some of these toxicities that we're facing. Because remember, we're learning how to detox from life challenges. Again, I'm Coach Jay. I'm always here to help you. Please go back and look at all the different videos that I have put up, or go to the podcast and listen to them. I even can go to my other podcast called Feeding the Thought, where I have other things for you. And if you're business minded, I even have Business Blueprint podcast. If you go to the website, you'll see all 3 of them there, and hopefully there's something for you. Remember, we're dealing with performance, we're dealing with business, we're dealing with entrepreneur building, and we're also dealing with you as a personal person who is seeking to make better decisions for their life and somewhere got into a crossroad or place of stagnation and just need a little bumper. And I'd like to help you by showing you some techniques and training and advices and just some info. Just be right there, present with you, to help you in your transition. Because at the end of the day, I want you to be able to look at things from a different perspective. Not mine, but have you look at things from different angles so you can make the right decisions for you, your business, your family, and for all that come in contact with you. Hey, I'm Coach Jay. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, hit that button, like it, thumbs up, and subscribe. Take care.